Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. So the milk price is high, so we got two trips to bring to the store. We do have the field out there that is ready to harvest as well. I would primarily like to get the other field out there plowed up. Maybe it won't be planted and everything right away, but we can at least get the soil maps and everything for it. And I'm probably gonna buy a couple bags of lime at the store. Pretty sure we can strap on this, because we have about 3,500 liters in our spreader. We'll need more to lime that new big field, and I'm sure there'll be some here and there that we'll have to lime as well. I did cut the trees down that I needed to. I kind of piled them up, kind of an area where it's out of the way. We will likely be moving forward with a sawmill type idea in that smaller field, where, well, I probably honestly shouldn't have planted it, but you live and you learn. And my thought really is I probably do the hand planting mod. We can kind of just have like a tree forestry right there, where we can make our planks as a somewhat constant pace. That way we're not just buying a sawmill just for a handful of trees or paths and stuff that we'll be making. There's actually a reason behind it. Ooh. Just over $22,000. Let's go ahead and buy the bags of lime. Yeah, let's just buy an 8. This up here, might have to boom out a little bit. I honestly probably should have bought this on the last load to bring. That way we could just leave it on the top of the trailer for a little while. I might get the I might get the bridge ready too, for our path across. That way we can start combining some fields. I suppose this is really top heavy, isn't it? Here's the last load for milk. I'm probably going to sell all of the straw too, because when I was checking in on that, was it straw processing, something like that, it's a little bit too much. It was making like 30 some a month or 2 months. It was quite a bit. A lot more than I would want to be making. It's a bit unrealistic for that. I did test, it was a grape tree and olive tree. Those seem to be all right, so we might see those in the future. But Right now I'm saying probably apple trees will be the first thing, just because, I mean, it's a generator, not a product to sell, in a sense. So this will be a nice, pretty penny again. Nothing else to sell right now. We got 162 liters of milk. How did I just leave that? No clue. That is another, what, 17,000? Let's look at straw. We're at 77, max 89. I would imagine it'll slowly go up still. Yeah. We sell it December, it'll be a bit of a jump. We won't need that trailer for a little while anyways, so. Although I would like to get some more hay. Or TMR. Let's go out here. We can start getting this all plowed up. This doesn't have weeds, right? I don't think it... Yeah, first time it doesn't. We do have a handful of fields that do have weeds, though. Yeah. All of those. And that one field is ready to harvest. Oh. The sorghum, which is a lot more fields than I thought of sorghum. I didn't think we had that many, but we do. Oh, that must have been a little bit of a whoopsie right there. Saw that. Probably have to make a slight adjustment to the outer piece of the field, I'm sure. I did fix the top bit of this field. Got that all fixed, so it doesn't look as bad as it did. I think up there we'll probably have to make a slight adjustment to the outer edge. That tree laying there, did I forget to pick up a couple trees? I think there are a couple trees just sitting there. Those are 100% trees. Yep. Let's put them so it's easy to find them later. I'm sure there's stumps in here as well. I knew we could do a little bit extra on this outer edge of this. Not too much. Got that. Well, I am going to go ahead and time lapse this. We'll get the field all plowed up. We'll go ahead and probably get it all soil mapped out. Have an idea how it is. Hopefully it's pretty good. The majority of the lime on that field there is here, alright? Hopefully. I think that it had some that wasn't showing loam, right? Yeah. So in theory we should have a lot more loam in this one. We'll find out. I'll talk to everyone once that is done. And that field is just about done. So yeah, I did forget a couple trees. Also the one that was just sitting there. I even took the branches off of it, so I did find it at some point. But I must have not found it afterwards, clearly. But hey, this plow gets to go into storage now. Make sure we turn off the making new fields. I would not like it to make a field inside of my barn. Sunflowers probably aren't too far off, looks like. Got a couple harvests that are going to be coming up. I'll probably go ahead and do the harvest after this. That way, probably next time we can get this limed up, get both of them planted. We should have enough seeds for that, I think. Hopefully this soil will end up being a little bit better than the other field, which it wasn't bad necessarily. It wasn't silty clay. But the was that loamy sand? That really does hurt you a little bit. The sandy loam is not the worst thing. I believe that's what each are, right? Yeah, the loamy sand is where it hurts you. Is this field? This field's probably a little bit smaller than this one. We'll probably end up taking some from a field at some point too if we are looking to expand any productions, animals, mainly animals. As I know, cows are probably on my list. Just since milk is so good for us. Then probably chickens, maybe, if we can get a pen that's a significant margin bigger than ours, which is ours is already 350. Gotta get this all in one go. Yes. Got what, 2 more? See how it is. I would assume we're gonna get at least some loam just from that field there, based off of that. And it looked like at the bottom of this field would be sandy and loamy sand. Send those off. Oh yeah, you can see on the mini map it's bigger. $1,200 for that. Now I think let's go and do the bridge. Do that. Now this is probably gonna look a little bit weird making it, cause my favorite bridge that I could find that I really liked is a tad short. But we're able to basically mesh them together and we can make one big long one. It probably doesn't look the greatest. It looked alright when I was making it. Testing them. So the plan was we'd have one longer bridge. About, see if we can make this a little bit of a tilted in there. If we go and grab a smaller bridge. Great demand at farm shop. Nice. That should. Probably not the most straight, but it looks fairly decent. Yeah, it's a little bit off. There's no big hump or anything. Really just looks like we didn't hire the best people to build it in the first place. There's great demand at farm shop too. Yeah, it's no big bump or anything right there. It's a little bit off-centered. Okay, second attempt looks a little bit better at the straightness of it. The logs don't quite line up, but that's the new bridge. We'll have to make a path through the trees at some point. Might look to get, what are they? Being forestry? The forestry, yeah. One of these, like winches. Then we could pull a larger tree. So I don't know what the difference between these are. This one looks bigger. That's about it. I'm sure there might be other options, but shouldn't be much more than just the one trailer load. I have to make sure to get these fields sprayed though. A fairly quick manner. We do have this sorghum, it does grow fairly quickly. I might go with the slightly bigger, or no, slightly smaller sawmill, not the really huge one. So I was looking at it beforehand. That's quite loud. So this is 20,000 or 20,000. But there we go. Once you figure the amount to flatten the land, 30 some, looks like 38, 40. You go to this one, be about the same price. And we could actually plant more trees there. It may not be as fast, but it takes quite a long time for trees to grow. This is looking for a pretty good harvest already. Already almost 3,000 liters on one pass down. It looks like on the yield map, the yield is just a tad better. I think we just recently limed this too, so should just be a little bit better. Yeah, about the same, maybe a little better in some spots. Already at just over 7,000 liters on one pass around. I don't quite remember how much canola or sorghum usually is. About 940. That's for some pretty good money. I know we did quite well on it just last year when we were selling it. A couple 100,000 if I remember right. I think we probably doing about the same amount of fields. My only worry is those fields, the more newer planted ones, they might have been planted too late. Well, they're about, what, 1 month now. So, it'll be January. And I think sorghum's still a decent price in January. Yeah, it says it's highest price, so we'll probably be trying to sell all 3 of those fields right away. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and time-lapse this. See how much sorghum we end up with. So I'll talk to everyone once that is done. Well, what, one more strip left? I would say the harvest is looking pretty good. The amount we've gotten out here is probably easily over 20,000 liters already. I have not checked how full the trailer is, but I'm sure it would probably be pretty close to being full if we didn't have the extensions on. I mean, just one path, you're getting almost 2,000 liters. Been a pretty good field, that is for certain. The soil's obviously pretty good, and just obviously the size of it always helps. I don't know if we'll really have any fields that are absolutely terrible in yield. We'll see on those other ones, but I'm sure there'll be good points and bad points. I think if we keep up the fertilizing, liming, weeds and everything, they shouldn't be too bad. I wouldn't think, at least. Well, look how far off those sunflowers are. I feel like they're not that far. That's a pretty full trailer. Let's take a look. Oh, they got a couple more months still. By 2 more growth periods in there. So a little ways still. I was just curious if I should leave the combine out here. We'll go ahead and put this back into storage for the time being. I'll have to dump the sorghum into the silos, which I think the silos are about halfway full. I think that's a pretty good placement for that bridge. Ooh. Might have to do some texture work here, obviously, for painting. I don't think this hill will be too bad. Kind of towards the lower point of the hill. 30,000 liters. That's quite good. I think that's more than what we've gotten before. That would have filled up the trailer previously. I don't remember ever filling up the trailer during a harvest. Just over 30,000. So that's about $28,000 about. It's usually not quite exactly that when we end up selling it. Yeah, I think that would have filled it up previously. I can find it in here. Yeah, it's 26,000 is normal now. That's what we had before, then we added the extensions. Well, I think that is about everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video.